Genesis chapter 29, verses 15 down. After Jacob had stayed with him for a whole month, Laban said to him, "Just because you are a relative of mine, should you work for me for nothing? Tell me what your wages should be." Now Laban had two daughters. The name of the older was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah had a weak eye, but Rachel had a lovely figure and beautiful. Jacob was in love with Rachel and said, "I will work for you 7 years in return for your younger daughter Rachel." Laban said, "It's better that I give her to you than to some other man. Stay here with me." So Jacob served 7 years to get Rachel, but they seemed like only a few days to him because of his love for her. Then Jacob said to Laban, "Give me my wife. My time is completed, and I want to marry her." So Laban brought together all the people of the place and gave a feast. But when evening came, he took his daughter Leah and brought her to Jacob, and Jacob married her, and Laban gave his servant Zilpah to his daughter as her attendant. When morning came, there was Leah. So Jacob said to Laban, "What is this you have done to me? I served you for Rachel, didn't I? Why have you deceived me?" Laban replied, "It is not our custom here to give the younger daughter in marriage before the older one. Finish his daughter's bridal week, then we will give you the younger one also in return for another 7 years of work." And Jacob did so. He finished the week with Leah, and then Laban gave him his daughter Rachel to be his wife. Laban gave his servant Bilhah to his daughter Rachel as her attendant. Jacob married Rachel also, and his love for Rachel was greater than his love for Leah, and he worked for Laban another 7 years. This is how Jacob ended up marrying two wives from the same father, and their sisters, Leah and Rachel. Now let's see how God has blessed these two women with Jacob. Jacob had 13 children, 12 sons, and one daughter by 4 different women. These are very important in biblical history, as the 12 sons of Jacob became the heads of 12 tribes. The birth of Jacob's children is recorded in Genesis chapter 29 to 30 and chapter 35. Jacob's first wife, Leah, gave birth to Reuben. Then she gave birth to second son. His name was Simeon. Leah gave birth to her third son. His name was Levi. Leah gave birth to her fourth son. She named him Judah. After giving birth to Judah, Leah stopped bearing children for a while. Rachel's handmaid's name was Bilhah. She gave birth to a son, and the fifth son of Jacob, and she named him Dan. Then Bilhah also gave birth to sixth son to Jacob. His name was Naphtali. So Bilhah had 2 sons, the Rachel's handmaid. Leah had her handmaid. Her name was Zilpah. She gave birth to a son and called him Gad. That is the 7th son of Jacob. Zilpah gave birth to another son, named him Asher. Leah gave now birth to a son, ninth son to Jacob, named him Issachar. Then she gave birth to another son, 10th son to Jacob. She named him Zebulon. Leah and Jacob had only one daughter, that is their 11th child, and named her Dinah. Joseph was Jacob's 12th child and Rachel's first, as God opened her womb and enabled her to conceive. God blessed Rachel with another son, Benjamin. That was Jacob's 13th child and 12th son. While giving birth to this child, and she died. Before her death, she named him Benoni, which means son of my trouble. Jacob later renamed him Benjamin, which means son of my right hand.